Alright, now it's 18 o'clock, weekly shorts. We check out the world records from the past week. Starting with the first map here, and Giuliano got a world record. Let's just show the top 5. So as I already showed in the discovery, we already watched a record. You actually keep grip here on the inside, do some quantum slides, also basically no slides that kind of act also like a speed slide. There was this hidden red booster and they actually jumped very far to the left compared to what I did. I went to the open gate on the right side between the bombs, but they jumped like this. Touch something there, which puts it down, like the exact same jump there from Giuliano and Aikoko. Now, the second, now Aikoko with a world record. He's hunting also weekly shots quite often, as also the community ones. Oh, very different line compared to the other drivers. And also here, you see him and Aquarium with this approach, and they are top 2. Also they both found something that the others didn't find. So first of all, this is rather similar between all the players. Aquarium goes same to the other 3 players, more inside. Aikoko goes very late, he stays on road much longer here. He also slid, that is so a bit weird to me, but he got a good a bounce, but he went here over the penalty on the inside, where I would have thought that must be bad. And then he also goes here over the penalty. And while the others are jumping a lot, Aikoko and Aquarium tried to use this downhill, but land a bit before the downhill so that the nose goes down and they don't touch the penalty with too many wheels, tires. And with that, they actually got the exit speed. And it was good enough to overtake the others to the finish. Alright. Now we go to the third one, Hidden Island. It's Cam ahead of Giuliano. Upsala. So here we go. They found a small trick already at the bumper start to gain a bit more speed, and that's obviously this line here and just the jump. Like everyone is doing the same here. That was to be expected. What are the inputs? When you jump off, you just steer to the right. There is nothing special. Like he literally just steers to the full left, and once he jumps off, he steers to the full right. And then he got this bounce here, which sets him more inside than the others. No, he finishes further right. Yeah, also this is what you had to do. But what was at the start the input? That was probably just a small steering movement. We go to the next one, that is Hillside Suburb. Here, Lechetas with a record. Super close map. A very weird and buggy transition start, so how well can they keep the grip? Aha! They did it like this. Okay, they did it different than me. I have a good position on this map though. Also a decent one, I would say. But they actually did a completely different approach. So they decide to jump here on purpose. Just next to this penalty here. And then I have the angle to actually keep the grip here. And look at that, the left wheel stays on the red. The right wheel is on the slippy surface, which is this gray, it's slippy, you get an auto slide, but when the left wheel is on the red, they seemingly keep the grip. And they go super tight there, because you need to get as tight as possible, so that you also stay here rather tight. And then it's a small speed slide. However, he aborted the speed slide, he didn't fully go through, he went into a no slide at some point. Alright, this is how this map worked, and now we go to the last one, which is map 5, and yeah, here I just hunted, you saw, it's only 1700s, I was never really fully happy. We have a tie for first place. So my record was just driven. Yeah, it is as I expected, you drift here, then you snap into the no slide, you drift again, and you snap into a no slide. And what makes the time is, also at one point, how you snap into a good nose slide, but of course to get as inside as possible. And look at this. He touches the checkpoint like this, which is a bit weird, because with Stadium you usually don't touch it that way. No, and also at the second one, look at this. He's already straightening out the car, and here he touches slightly the checkpoint. Then he has a great exit speed. Where was Giuliano? They have a tie. Giuliano is slightly ahead after the start. And then comes Dara back, and now they are completely equal to the finish. Alright. These are the 5 old maps. Now we start with week 29 into map 141. And this is the first map here, as usual, a map with very wide platforms. Let's go. Ah, here we go. Ah, this is plastic. I first didn't see. So you want to have a better angle than what I just had. Good. I need to check with Cam 7. So there is a bit of penalty here and there. Can we go left here? That was my question. No, not really. Yeah, then you want to overjump this penalty, I'm pretty sure. And I don't know if it's possible to get onto this downhill. That would be optimal. Okay, let's go in again. So my current idea is here the best possible angle, and here I jump off as late as possible. Ah, that didn't work. Basically there at the end I still have to figure it out. Because there are two options. One option is that I go for a good line and I take this penalty, but it looks rather slow to me. So I think that you want to overjump. Yes, again, also such a booster trick here for sure. It's hard to see where this platform ends. Ah yeah, okay, yeah, it's truly possible to get into this downhill. Let's see. That would be nice to hit, you know? That would be nice to hit. Is there something here? Because you can definitely go more inside. The question is, can that be faster? Because you have, of course, a very unsmooth landing and maybe you touch penalty. I don't think that this is better. I think you want to stay on the outside. Also get this good angle here onto the grass. Ah! It must be possible, and it would be nice to hit it once. The question is, however, how do you jump this the best? Ah, so close. It's so weird. Another 800. So I'm in the top 100, but it's not that great yet. I mean, this does not feel very great, obviously. Ah, very close, very close. Another small improvement. Oh, that surprisingly gave me a lot of time. And another improvement. Also there are small things that I also consider at the moment. One of them is that this penalty grass, the further you go to the right... Huh? Yeah? Okay, I figured something out. Nines. That was something I wanted to try as well. But yeah, with this penalty grass, the further you go to the right, the shorter you are on it, you know? So, but landing here is actually the thing to do. That you do is very yeah, low jump basically onto the dirt, but then you jump from the dirt again. Ah, rip. Yeah, that you jump from the dirt again over the penalty, that you bounce over it. That seems to be the strat on this map. Let's see if I can repeat that. Yeah, this is the way. Ah, I lost a lot, but 7th. Haha, the 7th, okay. But hey, let's actually get record here. Yeah. 5th, okay. I mean, with this improvement, I thought I'd make up a few more places, I'm honest. I figured it out, guys. 4th. Do you see how much faster that is compared to all the runs that I did early on? Holy shit. I mean, that's crazy. Yeah, the rest is now full hunt. So maybe I go to the next map now. Give it 3 more tries. But you see at this very weird transition, my ghost got it perfect, but at the start I can definitely be ahead of that ghost. Yeah, I can definitely be ahead of the ghost, but at this point the ghost is mega fast. Okay, I think 4th place is great. No, it's not a hunting stream, let's discover the other maps. You from us. You saw basically how the map works. That's the thing, obvious. So map 2 usually a slow-paced map. It's tech. Just a slow tech map. Drives well. .48. Aha. Rip. Oop! What a no slide. Oh, ah, shit. I wanted to go for the nice angle there. This turn, because it tightens at the exit with the outside wall, is quite crucial. And you want to get a great angle for this last jump. "20-second. I thought ahead of Binks, but no." Great, great, great. 10th place. I mean, this is a pure skill map. It is way easier, especially in the discovery, to get onto a good position here than if you have like a very simple map where you only have to steer and full speed. Yeah, that's the thing, no? You have to finish as left as possible. Also, that start was great in my goes. It seems that you don't really want to go for a lot of exit speed, you just want to go as inside as possible. Ah, and here also attack the corner. Not the exit speed is not that crucial in those two drifts. Just go inside. Yeah, it's a small improvement again to 11th. Okay, that's interesting. 7th. How the heck did that happen? I had to release very late, but then I jumped also shorter, landed earlier, and it worked out. Also interesting. With how much you go for exit speed and how much you go just tight, that matters a lot on this map. 7th is a great position, the typical meme position. Let's go next. Map 3 usually requires more than 10 minutes playtime. We have green, blue, and red, and yellow. Okay, at first I thought that's exactly 3. I know, it might be actually that we have 4 different ways. It's very symmetrical, also completely symmetrical, I guess. Now, also the first thing that I did now was basically just going straight. Here you would like to, of course, reduce the airtime, overjump this penalty. Here's maybe a different line possible, we have to check. Yeah, also basically this is blue. I will do one more run though, because I want to check the dirt. If I do the different line in the dirt. But we will get with that. So overjumping penalty, now I will stay right. Okay, I have no idea how we would do that. That means we now go to the next route. The next route is green. I'm ahead by a lot. 16th. That sounds to me already as if green is the solution here. Seems to be a good run. I want to do one more try where I go slightly different. Because this is the start, but here I can also go to the right. No, this is the same, it's symmetrical. Got a much better end, I think. Let's go red. Is red now the exact same than green, I wonder? No. think it's not. Or did we have reactor in green? Or was there just a booster instead? I'm not sure if that's the same. I don't remember. But I am behind, and switching here to the other side is not really... Yeah, no, that's not it, I think. So and then we have yellow. Is that actually a thing, yellow? I don't know, because this is a very slow start. No, it's not a thing. Okay. Well then, it looks to me as if it's exactly those three. Now look, here we have two boosters, and here we have a reactor. Also this is the difference. But it seems that I found the best way then. The only question is this here any different? I mean, surely the cacti are placed differently. That is a small difference, but this is much easier here. What is this road? Aha, wait, look at this. There is a finish down here and a checkpoint. The checkpoint is most likely linked to this checkpoint. So you can also jump into this plastic here. But I doubt that this is any better. Also, the thing is that this is, I guess, the intended way for green to jump into this plastic, and I already did a cut because I didn't see better. Wait, I'm ahead of my ghost, then I don't try it now. Then I will go normal. Because this is a great one and it's 7th. Yeah. So what am I be? 200s behind, it says at the bottom with a copium. So and then yeah, no. Also I instinctly found the correct line. For once, this third map is actually mega easy to find the best way here. It's mega free. Yeah, also the only question in how you can drive this the best, the only question is basically this jump here. How can you jump this the best? Because there's the one option where you take a bit more airtime but lands better in the downhill here, like this. I thought that would be much slower now, but it actually worked. And there is the other option, I can also maybe try to come from here, where I try to basically barely jump at all. Oh, there's this firework in the way, I need to get to the left of it. There is a gear when I jump off, that is what makes me slow, because usually less airtime should be better, right? Yeah, also usually you would think that this must be better, but it is not. Like, more airtime works, for whatever reason. Interesting. Yeah, exactly, it's anniversary, 5 years anniversary is coming up. And with that they also do special anniversary weekly shorts. This is why we have those fireworks here, I assume. And yeah, map by Nadeo. Were the other two maps also by Nadeo? Most likely yes. I didn't even look at it. But makes sense, if this is by Nadeo then all 5 will be. Yeah, from here on it's just hunting. I will go to the next map. This one is free. Alright, next one. Ugh. Directly got speed. Of course, the fourth map is always about speed. It's a fast map. But compared to the early Nadeo weekly shorts, these are extremely drivable. Now we get a checkpoint here. Always have a look if there might be cut possible somewhere, but it doesn't look like it. This here looks like a campaign map 01, almost. $60 seconds. Yeah, it is just a full speed map. A map for Mother. If he cares. Oh, 23rd. I think you wanna start rather straight so that you get very early into this reactor. Okay, I actually gained speed with my speed slide, so my speed slide was not all to yak, but you see with no slide I'm not far away. Yeah, also you see that the issue of my ghost is how early I had to stop the speed slide. Ideally I would have held it longer. Same issue here. But I go as inside as possible. A whole 10th ahead makes 16th with a 0.16 flat. Nice. Yeah, as it's all about getting the speed slide right. Nope. Can I skip the reset? No. No, it is placed early enough. There's a border left, a border right. It would be, of course, great. But I don't think that we will see a yeet record here. There might be very small detail tricks with how you cross, for example, this booster. Do you want to steer slightly? Do you want to go straight, angled? Is it important? Probably this. But in the end, everything gets decided here by that speed slide. Ah, you see that I sometimes take the turn with the speed slide way more outside. And I lose a lot of time by that. But by being able to keep that speed slide longer alive, I have the overspeed. I'm pretty sure, also I come back then with that, but it's not fully enough. I'm pretty sure, however, that I can also get the turn inside and still keep the speed slide long. I'm just not a full speed main, so it's more like a luck thing for me if I get such a run together or not. Yeah, now slightly ahead. 7,000. 15th with a point 15. Yay. Yeah, not a map to hunt for me. I think it's fine. 30 minutes, let's go next. The LoL map. 5 years of Trackmania, it's called. Or were they all called like that? I don't know. Probably yes. I'm not looking at that. I'm never looking at map author or at the track name. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Oh, is that all? It's literally all? Okay. So small camera 7 usage here. Also we start in this water pool, downhill. This is the checkpoint, so we need to get here. The only way to do that is with a bug slide. We can then decide if we go inside or if we take the booster and this plastic wall. But I think that the booster is the only option. I don't think that inside is fast enough. At some point you need to find here a great exit out of this, and yeah, that's it. Like, there is not really much else to do. Wait, there is more to do. There is a finish. Oh my god. Okay, we have another bug slide in the end then. So, if we go to the left, are we immediately faster? Barely, but it's still nice. So let's test this out. Ah, saw that the ghost came. Thing is, the car tries faster in shallow water than in the deeper water. Ach, I love water, man. The thing is, you want to cut this, I guess, but the pool has a bad exit there. RIP AM. Seemingly I am not allowed to drive that far on the right side. But I want to get a good angle, of course. Fuck water, fuck water, fuck water. Why do I always jump out of water, guys? Why is that I have such big issues with this problem? This is stupid. And then I always pass this checkpoint and I cannot try further. Of course, on my very first try, when I didn't know the map, when I was mega yak, I had no issues. Typical. Yeah, so seemingly on the right side, you just jump out. Also either I have to go even further to the right, like here. Oh, but you saw the issue? It actually also wanted to jump out in that moment when I went in. I mean, in the first try I jumped to the middle. Maybe that's needed. Yeah, seemingly. Maybe there is just no way that you get a nice angle for this ending. But if then someone somehow gets it and doesn't jump out, then GG. It's very difficult to see now on this map where the limit is, like how far right can you go. That's very difficult to see now. Yeah, also there is also something with steering and not steering. That is definitely the case in certain situations in the water. But now I didn't steer and jumped, you know? Also, it's not the answer to everything, but it also matters at some point. So sometimes I have the feeling though that steering helps to not jump. I think that not steering makes you jump. Yeah, you see, you have to go more inside. Question is how early can you go to the left? Because the pool has a very sharp edge that is getting smoother and smoother the later you go. That's what you have to figure out. Yeah, this is the edge that I meant. It's hard to see here, of course. Yeah, this is too early. In the end, it's all about getting as inside as possible out of this pool. And ideally, no, I get a line where I get even inside towards the triangle. Otherwise, the start here is of course also very crucial. How do you get out of this very first bug slide and how smooth do you get into the plastic wall with a nice booster? Also like this. Scheiße. There was just no way to get in here, there was no chance. Like I go inside of this tree, but then, like you see, it's very difficult. I wouldn't have needed to... yeah, like this, no? As I have to decide very quickly. Like I want to go that inside. And then I have to decide if I go around the triangle. Which means that I have to open my steering in the bug side. It's very tight still, but possible, as you saw. Yeah, but the copium timer was better that I had in the previous run. So it was not the greatest ending. Yeah, and the other option that I have is obviously releasing in the middle of the bug slide so that I get a bit further inside and can reach the... can reach this triangle. The start was great though, also, oof. I would love to have such a start more often. It's a bit weird how to do this bug slide in the beginning. Yeah, that was too far right. It's very difficult to get the angle here. Because the car is just using so much width. Yeah, it's not nice. This would have been 400 faster if I not sure yet. But this was not good enough, no, as I have to... I think that outside triangle in the end is definitely the better way, the safer way to get something in. But you would think that it has to be triangle in the end. The question is really just how would you ever get so inside without losing too much speed? Because at the moment, in order to get so inside, I have to release. Oh, this time I didn't need to, okay. Okay, I didn't need to this time. And then it's definitely this way. But how did it work now? And too bad that my start wasn't as good. Oh, yeah. Minus 12 to a 12th. Oh god, oh god! Also the thing is, you can actually leave the pool very early. It's hard to see where exactly the limit is, that's the thing. But I mean, that was great, how I got it here. Also my best starts basically did a full steer bug slide here in the beginning. But then I had a moment where I opened it slightly, and then I did another short bug slide moment, and I kept it rather long. Those were always my best attempts. Okay, that's... Oi. No, I got an auto slide in the water. Did you see that? Shit. Well, was also a way. I'm slightly ahead sometimes in the beginning by not going too aggressive to the left. Like this here. Don't know why. Ah, shit. I don't know why my ghost actually lost speed at the exit of the plastic wall. Okay, I lost the same amount of speed now. Ah, it has to do with how good I went into the plastic wall and with the speed, because there's also a gear change. I don't know if it might be better to... Oh wow. Okay. Nah, what is this fucking... Oh. Why do I get an auto slide? Huh? Look at this. Like, even if I smooth steer, I get it. That's annoying. I try to go, of course, nicely to the right, but that seems to trigger it. As I wanted to say, maybe I need to release. This could have been a mega run, by the way, the previous try. If I didn't auto slide away. Ah, yeah, this is however the difficulty with this angle. Yeah, you have to go for it. No, it's just time attack, so. Also this was so bad. I slid out, I jumped a lot, everything was shit there, and still it's only 100. Also... Yeah, you see there's so much more possible. Ah, RIP. Also there is a lot more possible. I was out behind my old PB in the start and I got the same bad exit. Unfortunate. Yeah, there we go. Ah, this is so annoying. Again, I slid out. Do you see where my ghost leaves the pool already? It's mega early. But I slid out! Ah, man. Why does it slide out? I mean, I need to trust the car that it just steers and gets it. Again, it slid out. It's so weird. I don't know. Cannot really fully understand. I'm hunting this map a bit longer. Now map 3 was of course rather easy this time. I'd do until 50 minutes. Until 50 minutes. I don't think that you can backseat as much here in the beginning. It's okay. Ach. You can tell me your thought. Like, only if I play the weekly shots late and everyone knows already the best solutions, then I would ask to let me try myself first. Oh! There was a lot possible. Holy shit, was this a run. This was the cleanest start ever. I'm pretty sure nobody has such a great start. Bobby try, okay. No. We might be onto something. I was also, like a long time I thought I should try it, and then I didn't. Because I wasn't sure how much of this penalty I'm touching, but it seems to work. Maybe you're right there. And I have a chance for world record. Also I'm of course way more inside, like this. It's much easier to keep that bug slide into a good position. I thought that the penalty would be worse, and I thought also that the penalty makes my tires less wet and that the plastic bug slides are not as efficient anymore, but actually I still have 100%. Oh my god, I almost made it to the left of the bush. Also, I think there is potential that I have a lot of lead if I hit this backside once very well. Fucking hell, aber this is what I meant. Ja, okay, das war's dann. Also, I sadly didn't hit the triangle in this one. But nevertheless, it was a huge PB, 8th place. Ah, that was too early. Yeah, some YOLO might always be possible. But that you touch a tree slightly and then you suddenly get a tighter bug slide. Things like this I can see. Because the issue is that you are too fast to get an inside line into the finish. But there are of course ways that you don't fully control that can however give you an inside finish. Oh my god, this was just 100 and you saw how far I was behind and I also crashed in the finish. As if I would get this once, it would be a lot better. Also great start on my Ghost. Definitely a very good start. This is difficult to challenge. Let's drive until 55. At first I said 50, but since it was at minute 49 that I tried this new strat, no, I will invest 5 more minutes. I mean, what else can I do until Cup of the Day? No, that's... I could hunt the track of the day from yesterday, but it was just a different week of Weekly Shorts. I was quite happy with my rounds that I got on the other maps. I was very quick here on this last map. Can I get one more try? Also, I almost followed my Ghost, but I got a huge bump. It's just so difficult to see in that water. But the pool exit, naja, it decides of course a lot. This map however makes fun to hunt. And I could see me hunting it maybe in the week again. Okay, we are at minute 54. Nein! This was the run! This would have been the amazing last try that it would have finished right before 55. Now let's do the last try here. Ah, rip. That was such a good attempt and of course it jumps out. Okay, so here we have the week. 28, 29, 43, 47 and 8th. Like everything that I finished was top 10 at some point. Yeah, nice maps overall, I like it. But very drivable this time, not so much weird stuff. This map's a bit boring for me with just full speed. Yeah. Alright.